great habit to have, reading. And a lot of people don't have it in the modern age because they don't need it, because TV, film, radio, text message, everything is short messages. Because everything is short messages, what's happening is the average is becoming bad and a small percentage of the good is becoming great. Um, One of the differences between being very intelligent and being average intelligence is reading. Um, if you look at a lot of people who are very successful, they credit their success with reading because that's where they got their information. Yeah, it's a dying habit which is corrupting a lot of people because there's a Ray Bradbury quote. Ray Bradbury was a famous science fiction writer. He wrote Fahrenheit 451. It's a famous science fiction book where the government decides to burn all the books so that there are no books. And he wrote that you don't have to burn the books to corrupt society. All you have to do is get people to stop reading them or give them other things to be entertained with, where they are not being creative or imaginative or thinking. And there are scientific studies, very hard to show this, but scientific studies which point to the fact that reading actually causes neural pathways in the brain to connect. And these connections are what a lot of scientists believe cause intelligence. And that simply reading makes you more intelligent because it allows different parts of the brain to connect together, which is completely different from something like watching a film, where you don't have to create or do much or think much. And so, reading a book, painting a picture, and playing a musical instrument all cause these connections to happen in the human brain. And the result is that you understand more, that you are aware of more, that you can solve problems faster, that you can see things from different perspectives because you're practicing all these things. You're practicing all these things. You're practicing the art of creativity. Um, it happens also in sport, but to a lesser degree, because sport requires much more the physical presence. And if you don't have the physical presence and the strength and the agility, then there's no point having the intellect. you know, there are not many short, fat basketball players, right? Doesn't matter how much you read about basketball, right? It's doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah. It requires that physical element there, but things like reading doesn't require the physical element. Painting and drawing requires coordination, and the most abstract thinking is in music, where your left hand and your right hand are doing completely different things. And that is a complex neural skill. And there's almost nowhere else where we have to do that in life. There's almost nowhere else where that's required except playing a musical instrument. And that's why, in general, those who spend more time playing musical instruments when they're younger have a higher level of intelligence. Um, don't make much money doing it. So you can have a career, I suppose, with there are people who are successful in different genres of music and they can have a certain lifestyle because of that. Um, and why not? Why not? But those are interesting things to remember. To keep that focus. Don't lose the interest in reading, because to lose the interest in reading is to lose the interest in being interested. And that slowly goes down over a period of time, and you don't notice it because you tend to surround yourself with people who have the same interests. So as your IQ goes down, you surround yourself with other people whose IQ is lower, to protect yourself and make yourself feel comfortable and okay. um, we don't spend much time with people who read books because blah 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 blah. And so peer pressure causes intelligence to decline. Anyway,